Good day, everyone, and welcome to our special live coverage of this historic event. It is a rare total solar eclipse sweeping from coast to coast. Let's show you a live picture right now. This coming to us from NASA. This is from Oregon, and you can see the moon is covering most of the sun now. In a few minutes, they will be in totality. The moon will totally block out the rays of the sun. Oregon, the first of 14 states to witness this event. It sweeps across America. We're going to take you to some of the very best places to view it, from Oregon to South Carolina. Anticipation's been building for weeks now, reaching a fever pitch for the event of the summer. 14 states, as I noted, lie along the path of totality, where you have to be to see the moon fully block out the sun. The good news is all Americans will experience at least a partial eclipse today. How rare is this event? Well, it's been nearly 40 years since America has seen a total eclipse, but you have to go back to 1918, nearly a century, to find the last time a total eclipse went all the way from coast to coast. Now, as we come on the air, as we said, the eclipse is underway. Certainly on the West Coast, the light is slowly dimming as the moon makes its way across the surface of the sun, at least from the perspective on Earth. We'll follow its path as it sweeps across the country. We've got correspondents staked out along that path of totality and some experts to help put it all into perspective for us. We're going to go live to Madras, Oregon in a moment. A lot of folks out there for one of the premier locations to view the eclipse. But let me right now go to Dylan Dreyer, our meteorologist, to kind of walk us through what we're about to see and how it's happening.
Well, Lester, an eclipse happens when the orbit of the moon crosses between the Earth and the sun. Keep in mind, the sun is 400 times larger than the moon, but it's perfectly positioned because it's also 400 times farther away from Earth than the moon is. So when they line up, it is the perfect equation here for that moon to completely block out the sun. Now, the orbit of the moon around the Earth wobbles by about 5 degrees. So often that shadow is just crossing completely to the north or south of the Earth in general. So we don't see the shadow at all. Or it passes over the ocean. Sometimes it's over the desert. We are just in the right spot today for that shadow to cross from the northwestern parts of the United States down into the southeast. It's a path 70 miles wide, and it takes just 90 minutes to get from coast to coast. The weather looks fantastic for most areas to see it, with clear skies out west, just a chance of more cloudiness around down in the coast of South Carolina. Lester?
Glad a lot of folks will get to see this. Dylan, thanks very much. Let's go to Madras, Oregon now, in the path of totality, or in a moment we'll be under the total eclipse. In a few minutes, a huge crowd gathered there, along with NBC News national correspondent Miguel Almaguer. Miguel, it is obviously getting twilight out there. Explain what you're experiencing.
Lester, it is a spectacular scene out here. I can tell you, just over the last few moments, we're beginning to hear this crowd here cheer. Madras is usually home to about 6,000 people. Today, they expect over 100,000 people to pour into the city. Many here are in this viewing area on this field. Many more are watching from their camps, from their tents, from their RVs. Again, we heard the crowd begin to cheer here. I've got these specialized glasses which will allow me to look up to the sun. We can see, for the most part, it is covered. There's just a sliver of sun left. Lester, the temperature out here has continued to drop as it's gotten darker here. We're just a few minutes away from what they call the total eclipse. Madras is one of the first American cities that will go dark. This entire area will plunge into the darkness. Astronomers and scientists tell us it will be a spectacular scene for those in the path of the total eclipse. Lester, out here, they are certainly getting excited. You can feel the buzz, you can feel the energy. It's getting cooler, it's getting darker, and the excitement here is also building, Lester.
Yeah, on the left side of the screen, we're looking at the NASA image there. We see the corona of the sun there, and it looks, from this image, looks total. What is the time that you expect to have total coverage there?
We're about, Lester, according to my watch here, about 3 minutes away, and when I look up into the sun, I see literally just a sliver of it that is still out. The moon is covering the vast majority of it, and as that continues to happen, we're seeing more people out here put on their glasses. You can see all around here, many people have those protective glasses. They have been staring up at the sun with their glasses for the last 30 or 40 minutes here. Every so often, as it gets a little bit darker and a little bit cooler, people again begin to let out those cheers, and and those screams. It's an excitement here that has been building for days. People began flowing into Madras as early as Thursday. We heard there were 2-hour lines to reach this campsite. We camped out overnight with many others, and I can tell you, Lester, overnight, even at midnight at 1 a.m., you could hear people talking, you could hear them laughing, you can hear them cheering as this moment that so many have planned years, even more than a decade for, has finally arrived. Folks here, they have the best seat in the country. The skies here are clear. It's certainly a beautiful day here. And Lester, as I continue to talk to you, it's getting a bit darker. We're getting a bit cooler out here, and you can hear people continuing to cheer, Lester.
Yeah, I've been watching the light dim and watching you, and as we watch the images coming from NASA on the left side of the screen, let me bring back in Dylan, also NBC space contributor Steve Robinson. He's also a former astronaut. He's flown on 4 shuttle missions. And Steve, and now a professor at the University of California, Davis. Also joining us, Dr. John Torres, our NBC News medical correspondent. Good to have all of you here. First of all, John, very quickly, you've got the glasses. We've heard so much about these glasses. If you're looking up at this right now we're in totality at this point, but once the sun begins to peek through, if you're looking at that without glasses, what's the risk?
The risk is you could burn your retina. The retina is the back part of the eye. It does not have pain receptors, so if those rays hit that, or even things you don't see in there necessarily, ultraviolet hits that, it can burn the retina, it can cause permanent damage to the eye. That's why you don't want to look at it without protection. And we've talked about the type of glasses you need. It has to have that 1-2-3, 1-2-2.
Let me just interrupt. Look at the left side now. That is, that's in Oregon. It's nighttime there. Look at that. Miguel, you're in totality now, essentially, at this point.
Yeah, Lester, we can see just a sliver of the sun still out there, but you can see people out here are getting excited. They're continuing to cheer. It's definitely getting cooler again. And Lester, I can tell you everyone now is looking up into the sun. I want to just give you a moment here to soak in what's happening here. We have families, we have multiple generations that are watching the eclipse. Take a look at this young girl here. She's got her full face mask. She's ready to go. Her parents, her grandparents are here. Lester, it is really beginning to get dark here now. We should be hitting that moment of totality any moment. You can probably see the sun here beginning to dim. It is quite a scene out here. Here it comes, Lester. It's getting darker and darker. I'm going to let you listen to the crowd here for just a moment. And there it goes, Lester. I can see just a very small sliver of the sun. Listen to the crowd. Take it in. Here we go, Lester. Totality now arriving.
That's awesome.
Wow, Lester, an incredible scene out here. You no longer need these safety glasses. People are cheering. We have been told it is a spiritual moment, a hair-raising moment. It is certainly that. It is an incredible feeling to be outside here and watch this. You can now look up at the sun with your bare eyes. It is safe for you to do so for the next 2 minutes. It is a moving scene, Lester. The temperature here dropping, the crowd cheering, young children, olders, their parents, multiple generations here. An incredible scene, Lester. It really is.
It is incredible. And we want to let folks know you're seeing different images of the sun. These are being taken from different places. So some places not quite in totality, but there in Oregon where Miguel is, you can see they are in a total eclipse right now. And it is remarkable to see. Let me bring in Steve Robinson, who's watching along with us. Steve, when you're in the total eclipse, we see those flares that come out from around of the corona. Is there something, is that a view that scientists don't get a lot and that is useful to them?
It is really useful to scientists. It's darn hard to get. Really close to the sun where the corona just starts is where a lot of the physics of the solar wind, the particles that the sun throws at the earth, affects us all. And to learn more about that, we really need to get a good look at that. Can't do it with space telescopes, have to wait for a solar eclipse. How exciting is this?
It's exciting, but I want to say if you blink it, you'll miss it. If you blink several times, you'll miss it because it's only a couple of minutes in each location. And do I have this right that this is actually moving at over 1,300 miles per hour?
It is. Actually, it's moving faster than that. It's moving more than 2,000 miles per hour, but the Earth is actually rotating with the shadow. So the differential gives about around 1,400 miles per hour across the continental United States. And
Dr. Torres, as you see Miguel right now looking up, he said other people are looking up without glasses. For that brief moment, it is safe.
Just that brief moment of totality. You have to be very careful. Before the sun gets covered and after the sun gets uncovered, you need to put your glasses back on like he's doing right now. Perfect example. If you're in that totality path, you can do that during that brief time of totality, but for the rest of the country, do not take your glasses off while you're looking at the eclipse.
Miguel, we see the light changing right before your eyes.
Yeah, Lester, it's a spectacular moment. The sun is beginning to peek out here once again. The crowd continues to cheer. The excitement level here, Lester, really is very difficult to put into words. It is an out-of-this-world experience. It is hair-raising. We were told by so many people it's a spiritual moment. As you can see here, the sun is beginning to come right back out. People are still looking at the sky. You do, as Dr. Torres mentioned, need your glasses now, your specialized glasses to look at the sun here. But Lester, it is difficult to put into words what so many people have experienced. We were told over and over and over again, this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and it really, really was here. We see young children here with their parents, with their grandparents taking in this moment. It was spectacular to see firsthand. We know not all of the country will see totality, but it's still a sight to behold no matter where you are here in the United States. People here still very clearly excited as we get more sun out here. You can even feel the temperature raise here a bit, Lester. I want to show you this family here who we're going to talk to here in just a moment as we let them take in a bit more of this. It is something that is just very, very difficult to put into words, Lester.
All right, and let me go to Dylan very quickly. You showed us the path that goes across the United States, but Dylan, a lot of places will get that partial eclipse. They'll get the dimming. For example, I think I read here in New York City, it's 71% of coverage.
Exactly. We will see 70% of coverage here. So even if you're not in that path of totality, you still want to make sure you get outside and see it, because everyone, especially in the continental United States, will see about 50% of this eclipse. So it's really cool for everyone across the country.
And Steve Robinson, do scientists chase these things to other parts of the globe when they're, you know, as we noted, a lot of times they're over open ocean. Is this something that is constantly watched?
Well, we watch it whenever we can from whatever assets we can. But here in the United States today is such a great time because there's citizen-based science as well as NASA science and many, many universities. But there's also 2 NASA airplanes high in the sky right now chasing the eclipse with instruments above most of the atmosphere, getting views of the total eclipse and the corona that you just can't get any other way.
And this whole event, as we noted, is moving very quickly now. It's 1:24 Eastern. I think it's going to hit Charleston just about a little over an hour and 20 minutes by my math. So it gives you an idea how fast it's moving. Miguel Almaguer now has experienced the total eclipse. It's moving back the other way, but he's getting some reaction for us now. Miguel?
Lester, I want to introduce you to the Barron family here, who is from Seattle, which is just a few hours here, although it took them quite some time to get here. Guys, talk to me a little bit about what that experience was like for you.
My first eclipse.
Your first eclipse, and what did you think?
It was really pretty.
What was the best part?
The moon totally covered the sun.
And what did it look like to you guys? Were you surprised that you were able to see it?
Yeah, like a cookie.
And Mom, for you, what was it like to...
Amazing. Unexpected. I mean, I knew it was going to be cool, but it was like so much more.
You know, so many people tell you it's an incredible once-in-a-lifetime experience, and you hear that from time to time, but did this meet your expectations?
So beyond expectations. So awesome.
And
totally worth it.
And why was it important for you to bring the kids?
I mean, we're not going to go anywhere without them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience for all of us. And I mean, you know, she's old enough to form memories, and they're all going to remember this, and it's just amazing.
Thank you guys for your time. Lester, that is kind of the sentiment all around here. I'll throw it back to you.
I'm jealous. I think we may have to dim the lights in the studio before this is over so I can get some experience of it. We want to go to Gotti Schwartz now. He is in Casper, Wyoming. They are also now, as this moves like a freight train across the country, will soon experience a total eclipse as well. Gotti?
Hey, that's right, Lester. Out here, people are already starting to count down. What's the latest on the count?
2 minutes and 27 seconds.
2 minutes. We're 2 minutes away, and people here, as you can see, this is the way to watch it. You lay down, you lay on the grass here, and the Miller family, what's it looking like through the glass?
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just a crescent right now. It's awesome.
Now, we have an expert here, my nephew, Noah Schwartz. He came from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Noah, what are we looking at, and what comes first in the eclipse phase here?
Bailey's beads.
Bailey's beads, and then what comes after that?
Diamond ring.
And then what comes after that?
Totality.
And are you going to be pretty excited about totality, Rowan?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of families out here very excited about what's to happen. When you look up, it looks like the sun and the moon switched places. The sun looks like the moon looks like the sun. People all over the ridge here, and there's a little bit of a haze too, a red haze from some of the wildfires that are close by. So it's given it an even more unique look. But everybody here looking forward towards totality. Lester,
enjoy the view, Gotti. Thanks. We'll check back with you. Let's jump time zones now. Go further along the path of totality to Carbondale, Illinois, where the total eclipse will last the longest. Next hour, NBC's Kerry Sanders is there. Kerry, how is the excitement level where you are?
Oh, well, it's great. I'm at SIU, Southern Illinois University, home of the Salukis. 15,000 of my friends here who've come into the stands. Okay, everybody, glasses on. Everybody out? All right, eyes up. And as we look at it, describe it, one word.
Awesome.
What do you think? One word.
Fantastic.
What do you think?
Amazing.
I'm going to tell you, as I look up at this again, I'm just giddy because we've talked about this, we've known about this, Lester, but to actually experience it, and we're getting close, not there yet, but we're moving towards that moment of totality. Here, 2 minutes, 38 seconds.
All right, Kerry, the countdown continues. We understand Idaho right now is experiencing a total eclipse now as it continues to move southeast. Al, speaking of east, NBC's Al Roker on the deck of the USS Yorktown Aircraft Carrier Museum in Charleston, South Carolina, the last U.S. city in the eclipse's path of totality. Al?
Well, Lester, we've got about 3,000 people who are going to be watching, but overhead, unfortunately, we've got cloud cover. You put your glasses on, and I can see, actually, starting to see a little bit of a partial eclipse now moving from right to left, and so we're going to be watching that as this rolls on. We're just starting to see a little bit through the clouds, so that's kind of cool. Again, you can see a temperature drop, Lester, of anywhere from 5 to 15 degrees as it comes into totality. So folks here, very excited. We're at the Charleston Harbor. There are so many people out in the harbor right now on boats that are going to be trying to get an aquatic advantage point. It is really very cool. And all these folks from up here, you're looking live right now. You're just seeing it starting to make its way from the right to the left. And folks are starting to ooh and ah as they look up. So it's very exciting. And again, by the time it gets here, the moon shadow will be traveling at about 1,500 miles per hour. So even though it slows down a little bit around where Kerry is, it picks up speed as it moves through. Even though in space, it's traveling at a constant rate of speed, Lester.
It's a pretty amazing event. We are witnessing Al Roker. Thanks. We'll be checking back with you as this eclipse leaves the U.S. here in the next hour. We are going to go away for a short time. We'll come back here at the top of the hour to get the rest of the eclipse, check in with our correspondents along the way. So we invite you to keep it right here on this NBC station for full coverage of this amazing total eclipse of the sun. We'll be back.
fireworks down there? Yeah. You look down here, there's like fireworks going on.
What's on the sun? No.
You can't see it well anyway.
I deleted a whole bunch of apps because
Look, you can put the stars here.
Yeah, let me do the stars. Wow. You can see the stars. There's nothing there. Dude, just enjoy. Just enjoy.
Look, it's already starting to come back even. You can almost see like the redness on the one side already. It's like it's almost over. Yeah, there it is.
It's coming back.
Wow, dude.
Go back.
Look at the balloon out there. Look at the balloon. It's like the flame, the balloon out there.
This is an NBC News special report. Total Eclipse 2017. Here's Lester Holt.
Good day and welcome back to our continuing special live coverage of this historic event, the first coast-to-coast total solar eclipse our country has seen in nearly a century. As we come on the air, the total eclipse has reached about halfway across the country. 14 states from Oregon to South Carolina are along what's called the path of totality, where the moon will fully block the sun in at least parts of those states. Though everyone across America today is experiencing at least a partial eclipse. Over the next hour, we'll take you to the best spots in the country to see this spectacular show in the sky as it heads out to sea. We've already witnessed amazing sights from the western half of the country, including Casper, Wyoming, where the total eclipse passed over just a few minutes ago, and Oregon, the first state to experience the total eclipse when it began last hour. We have full coverage of this extraordinary moment. Our team fanned out from coast to coast. Our correspondents staked out along that path of totality. And NBC News meteorologist Dylan Dreyer and NBC News medical correspondent Dr. John Torres are joining us here in the studio, along with former astronaut and NBC News space analyst Steve Robinson, who is in Davis, California. Let's kick things off by going out to Carbondale, Illinois, where the total eclipse is set to begin in less than 20 minutes. Carbondale also happens to be the place will last the longest. NBC's Kerry Sanders is there. Hi, Kerry.
Well, I'm at Southern Illinois University in the stands, home of the Salukis, and there are about 15,000 people here. I've got a thermometer here to already show how the temperature has changed. At one point, the temperature was just shy. It was 108 degrees, just shy of 110. It's now down to about 92 degrees. Interestingly, though, that moment could be ruined here because right now we have a cloud. Everybody's hoping for the wind to blow through. Put my glasses on to see if we're still looking at, yep, we still have a cloud. So folks here have been out here very happy, very excited. They've seen as the progression has happened, it's looked like a kind of like a banana, or how would you describe it, what you've seen so far?
It's like a crescent moon, but it's the sun.
And we have a cloud.
Oh, bummer.
Well, there we go. Nobody can predict the weather, not even Dylan Dreyer, guys. She does it. She told us we'd be good, but we're hoping now for those clouds to move through. Lester?
Well, I was going to move on to Charleston, but I think Dylan deserves a response.
Besides just throwing my arms up in the air. That one cloud, you've got 20 minutes. Hopefully that cloud will clear out.
That was a pretty good response, actually, on the fly there. Let's jump time zones to Charleston, South Carolina, the last U.S. city in the eclipse's path of totality. That's where we find NBC's Al Roker on the deck of the USS Yorktown Aircraft Carrier Museum. And those are clouds I see in your background there, Al.
They are, Lester, but as I put my glasses on, there's enough of a break that we're actually seeing maybe a little bit less than a third of the sun being covered right now. It's pretty impressive. Folks are looking up there. They're all oohing and eyeing a bit because we have gotten some bright overcast, so some breaks. Joining me right now is Dr. Kelly Carrick. She is an astrophysicist from the Harvard-Smithsonian Institute, and you study solar weather. What are we hoping to learn? What can we learn from this that we wouldn't normally see from satellites and things like that?
Right, from this eclipse, we're actually trying to test out some instrumentation. There's specifically an airplane experiment called AirSpec, where we're trying to look at the magnetic fields that are going, that are dealing with the sun or on the sun, and we're trying to measure those in a special way that we've never measured before.
What about social media? How is this going to be the first eclipse that research is helped by social media?
It definitely is. There is things like the Mega Eclipse movie, where they've tried to get everyone to upload their pictures of the eclipse and movies of the eclipse, so that we really learn about it and have citizen science going on here.
And when we see that total eclipse and we see the corona and all the coronal gases, do we have to worry about, could there be some sort of electromagnetic problems or anything like that as far as communications?
Yeah, for right now, no, unless a large solar flare or coronal mass ejection came off. But I think we're pretty safe for right now.
Wouldn't that be kind of cool?
Yeah, it would be kind of cool to see the corona. Yeah, during an eclipse, it would be
That's
awesome.
right. So Lester, right now, again, got the glasses on. It continues in this, and in fact, I was going to ask you, Kelly, once this happens, with this kind of cloud cover, what will we be seeing here?
Okay, with this type of cloud cover, we still have some patches of blue sky around, so that's going to go completely dark, like the night, and you're going to be able to see the stars there. You'll see that color all around the horizon in the oranges and the pinks that you would normally see at a sunset. So we'll still get some effect, but what our real goal is to see that corona.
And we've had some reports in Wyoming of a 20 to 25 degree temperature drop. We've already felt a little bit cooling here.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of wind, and I'm wondering how much cooler it'll get. So
it'll be kind of cool. Lester, this is really exciting. We've got about 3,000 people here on the deck of the USS Yorktown here at Patriots Point in Charleston Harbor, and it's pretty exciting, I got to tell you.
All right, Al, thanks very much. We're crossing our fingers those clouds will part completely. As we look at the left-hand side of the screen, I just named this the Pac-Man phase. Now, as we look at the moon working across the sun's image, NBC meteorologist Dylan Dreyer is with us. Dylan, explain how all this works and why some folks are getting totality and other folks on the edge are just seeing a little bit.
Well, it all depends where the shadow occurs across the United States. So let me break it down for you. An eclipse happens when you have the moon, the orbit of the moon, cross between the Earth and the sun. So it casts this shadow on the Earth. Now, keep in mind, the sun is 400 times larger than the moon, but it's also 400 times farther away from Earth than the moon is. So it's that equation that lines these up just perfectly enough where the moon totally blocks out the sun. But one reason why we don't see this every single day is because as the orbit of the moon rotates around the Earth, it wobbles by about 5 degrees. Sometimes the shadow is cast right out into space and misses the Earth completely. Other times it crosses over oceans or deserts where you just don't see it. But we are in the perfect situation today for that shadow to cross from Oregon right over into South Carolina. And we are seeing generally clear skies for most of the country to be able to see it. Now, there are different levels and different phases of the eclipse, as we've been seeing, checking in on different spots across the country. And one of the really cool things is called Bailey's beads. It happens as the moon almost completely crosses in front of the sun, but the sun's rays are just so that they pass through the valleys and the mountains of the moon itself. So that's that twinkling that you see before complete totality. That last Bailey's bead that you see makes the entire ring look like a diamond ring because there's that one shiny spot, that ray of sun that's coming through that valley. And then we're in totality to the point where the sun is blocked out enough where you can take the glasses off and actually look directly at the sun because it is totally blocked and all you're seeing is that outer atmosphere of the sun that doesn't cause any damage to your eyes. So you will see all those phases and then the reverse happens as you start to come out of totality.
All right, you answered one question, but another question I had when we first saw in Oregon when they went into the total eclipse, I was somehow expecting it would get pitch black, but in fact on the horizon it looked like sunset. Would that be, if we were to turn the camera all the way around at that moment, would it be sunset all around?
Yes, which is wild. It's a 360-degree sunset around you because you still have some of that light coming around, although it's not the exact direct sunlight that you would see when the sun isn't blocked by the moon. You're still seeing basically a 360-degree reflection of the sun on the ground, which makes it look like a 360-degree sunset or sunrise. It's really fascinating.
Yeah, and we'll see that again as we work our way, continue working our way east during the total eclipse. Let's check in with Nashville, Tennessee. Fun fact here, Nashville's the only city that's entirely within the 70-mile width of this path of totality we've been speaking of. That's where we find Weather Channel meteorologist Jen Carfagno. Jen, what's it like there?
Oh, Lester, it's getting exciting here in Nashville, Tennessee. You know, Nashville, known as Music City, but for today, it is Eclipse City, and we are all things eclipse here in Nashville. So we are, let's see, 19 minutes away from totality, and been watching the partial. It started at 11:58 a.m., and just little by little, the moon moving over the sun, taking a little bite out of it. It's been fascinating to watch, and we do have some clouds here in Nashville. You can see the city skyline behind me. We've got some of those puffy, fair weather cumulus clouds, not the kind that bring rain, but they are the kind that can block the sun or the moon crossing and blocking the sun for a brief moment. So that's been certainly an obstruction for moments at a time, but not in totality, to use that word. You know, Dylan was just talking about everything lining up in the universe. And it's sort of a cosmic coincidence, right, that this all happens at once over the entire North America, because everyone in North America gets to view this eclipse. Hawaii gets 19%. Here in Nashville, we're going to get a full, total solar eclipse, something that hasn't happened in more than 500 years. So in Nashville, this is a rare event. The next time a complete, total solar eclipse will happen in Nashville, Tennessee, another 500 plus years. It will be the year 2566. So this is the opportunity of a lifetime, of a generation. There's celebrations all over town at the Opry last night and continuing today. And certainly everyone here in Nashville just ecstatic to see the eclipse. And we are now 18 minutes away from totality. Lester.
All right, Jen, thanks very much there. The last time America saw a total eclipse was 1979, and our Tom Brokaw was there to cover it on the Today Show.
I was up in the mountains around Sundance, Utah yesterday when the eclipse hit at about 90% there. There were no wolves around, so I howled on my own just so everyone would know that there was something going on.
Tom Brokaw joins us now on the phone from Gallatin National Forest in Montana. Tom, first of all, I hope I pronounced the forest right, and I hope you don't howl for us.
Well, we're in the Gallatin National Forest in the Epsilon Range at about 7,000 feet. We're probably 40 miles north of the border with Yellowstone Park. I'm looking out at a great western landscape, no signs of habitation up and down, east and west. We're up now in the mountains, and it was really a spiritual moment here to see the moon move across the sun, not in totality, but the temperature dropped pretty dramatically, probably about 10 degrees. Then we had late afternoon light, but you couldn't help but be in awe of the glories of the universe and realize that we're just a small part of all of that. Nature, after all, does prevail. And given what we're going through politically in this country, it's probably not the worst thing to happen right now, because it did unify everyone around one event. And the event had to do with something that we don't have control over, and it has control over us, Lester.
And Tom, interesting point there. And because you are in an area that is not inhabited, I'm curious, did you experience any sense of nature reacting to this, birds flying off or not flying off, or anything unusual?
No, we didn't, and I was kind of disappointing. I kept my eye on the scattered cattle down below us. One of my associates who's here with me saw a bear, but it didn't act in any unusual way. We saw a few animals on the way up, probably not as many as we would see on a normal day. This is an area that is rich in antelope and mule deer and whitetail. And the elk herd are staying up very high late into the summer because it's a lot cooler there. So no, there was no really indication that the animals were aware of what was going on. The temperature, as I say, did drop about 10 degrees, and the afternoon light came in quite quickly and then disappeared. Now we're at a part of this process where the moon has passed through the sun. It was about 90% here, and it's now moving on. And it's probably about 35 or 40%. It was really something to witness up here in the glories of nature.
All right, Tom Brokaw. Tom, good to speak with you. Sounds like an amazing experience to be where you are witnessing this. Let me quickly check back with Dr. John Torres. We discussed earlier about, obviously, the danger of looking into the sun. But for these folks in these areas now where they're dodging clouds, and they might feel the clouds will give them some protection,
Absolutely not. The clouds are not going to give you any protection. You can get sunburn on a cloudy day, and the same thing's happening here. So you need to keep those glasses on.
Columbia, Missouri, we're looking at there.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, it's beautiful. But again, you need to keep your glasses on. If there's clouds, you need to keep your glasses on if it's clear, regardless, because unless it's that totality, that very fine instant of totality, those ultraviolet rays are coming out. Those other rays are coming out that can actually hurt your eyes, the back of the eye, and that could cause permanent damage.
The back of the eye. Would I feel something? Would I know? Oh, wow,
There are no pain receptors there, and that's part of the problem. You probably won't even know until a day later or maybe even a month later, but what you're going to sense is a spot in there that's either fuzzy or blank. You just can't recognize faces, or you're driving down the road, you can't see things you look directly at, because that's the most important part of your vision that this hits. If you think of the lens, it's like a magnifying lens, and when you were a kid, I don't know if you ever tried to burn a piece of paper with the sunlight and magnifying.
Sure.
Same thing's happening to your eye. It magnifies the sun
But you're not feeling
rays,
it. Wow.
but you're not feeling it, and it could cause that permanent damage.
Well, an important warning, and we will continue to sound that warning as this eclipse continues. Let's go back to Al Roker in Charleston, South Carolina, and I know you have been dodging the clouds there looking for a view. What's the story now, Al?
Well, we've got a bright overcast right now, Lester, and I would say we are about 50% obscured. Looking up right now, it's like looking at a crescent moon, which is kind of cool. And we've got probably the brightest picture we've seen since this has started. And folks now looking up, they're watching, they've got their glasses on. And what's interesting, as this gets closer to the coast, the moon shadow is going to start moving faster. Right in the center of the country is where it slows down the most, about 1,400 miles per hour. But as we get closer to the coast, it gets faster and faster. We're on the deck of the USS Yorktown here and at Patriots Point. And you can see Eclipse on a warship, and these kids are really enjoying it. It's really pretty impressive to see right now as this happens. And we are starting to get a little cooler now as well. Temperatures are starting to drop a bit, so we are feeling a little bit less heat as this comes down. You can see clouds are all around us, showers and thunderstorms hanging offshore, and that's been good news so far. We're about 30 minutes from totality here as this moves along, but it really is moving at a pretty good clip, and there doesn't seem to be much in the way of disappointment. And to emphasize what the doctor said, think about a cloudy day. Sometimes you end up with a sunburn. Well, it's the same thing with your eyes. Just because there are clouds out there doesn't mean you are going to be immune from getting damaged, ocular damage. And by the way, just a side note, usually every other Sunday, we have brunch at a place called Fred's at Barney here in New York. And there's a lady, her name is Lee. She's 103 years old, Lester. And we saw her yesterday on my birthday, and she told me that she remembers the last coast-to-coast eclipse in 1918. She was 4 years old.
Wow.
And that was kind of cool.
Great story, Al. I want to bring in Dylan Dreyer here very quickly. Dylan, we saw behind Al, looks like that typical kind of southeast summer buildup there.
Yes, and that's exactly what you see. The sun heats up the ground, the warm air rises, and it develops into the clouds that tend to block out the sun. So we are dealing with some scattered clouds, but the majority of the country is ideal for viewing this eclipse. We have the GOES 16 satellite here, and we are looking at some of the darkness that has started because of that shadow of the moon crossing over. You can see in the northwest there where it starts to get dark. That's the eclipse.
All right, we want to get to, we mentioned things are moving as it goes from the middle of the country. We want to go to Kerry Sanders in Carbondale, Illinois. As we noted, they will be in the longest total period there. Kerry?
And they've been cheering here because the cloud has moved. Let's take a look up there. You can look at the picture. I put my glasses on. Dylan, I think that they're very happy with how your weather prediction has worked out here. They've been cheering, all excited. We didn't have a view, and now you've got a view. What do you think? The cloud moved.
It's amazing that it moved.
Yeah. What do you think of what you're looking at?
It's really skinny before, and it was pretty thin, but now it's gonna become one of those eclipses that you see on the billboards or anything, and it's gonna be completely dark like how it's in our glasses.
Well, we're really close to that. As I take a look at we're coming up to totality. I think we're, well, about 2 minutes away from totality here. Sir, just look up and tell me what you think.
It's amazing.
What do you make of today? We just heard Tom Brokaw talk about how today the nation is united. How do you feel as you look around, not only up, but everybody here seems to be pointed in the same direction?
It's wonderful. Too bad you can't bottle this up and take it away.
Well, I think he says it really well. You know, we've got some clouds right now that are sort of slightly obscuring it, but when you put the glasses on, and I know we're looking at our special lens with the solar, wait a second. Oh my God, look at this. Is that a cloud? Is that a cloud? That might be a cloud that's been, listen to the booing. Oh, they're booing. We're so close to getting that moment of totality.
Look how dark it is there.
And then we'll have 2 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Then we'll have 2 minutes and 38 seconds. It is so weird. You know, one of the things that they said that would happen in totality is no matter which way you looked, you would see what appeared to be like a sunset. And I can say in the 360 degrees that I can see, well, about 270 degrees that I can see here, it does actually look like there's a sunset all over. I'm gonna look back up with my goggles. Nope, we've got that cloud, but I can sort of through the cloud see the sliver of the sun. Yes.
So I'm looking at your view into the stadium here, and it looks like, I mean, total nighttime. I don't know if that's the way the f-stop and the lens is, or is it dark out there now?
Let's see, are we on infrared right now? Okay, no, leave it up right now. Just show them the crowd over here. That's how dark it is. We've done nothing special to the lens. There you can see what looks like a sunset over there. But yes, it's just that dark out here, and it's getting darker, you know, as we look. Okay, here we go. Oh, listen to the cheer. I think it says a lot. Let's listen for a moment. Okay, now we've switched over to night vision because day has turned to night here, and folks are watching every little detail. I'm going to step down over here. Let's see here. Describe what you see.
Man, it's crazy. Like, we thinking with the clouds that it was gonna like cover it, but we was actually able to see it. Like, it's incredible.
So we had 2 minutes and 38 seconds, but we're not going to get the full 2:38 because of that cloud. Now we're just hoping to see that cloud move.
Exactly.
At this little moment that you're sharing with the rest of the nation, what do you feel in your heart?
Man, it's incredible actually to be here like amongst all these people and for everybody to come together to see this. I think it's incredible.
I spoke to a gentleman over here who told me that, you know, in a divided nation, he'd like to bottle this moment up and keep it. How do you feel in a country where we have so many divisions that today 15,000+ people are standing here in Carbondale inside this stadium looking up and sharing a moment together?
I think it just shows us how powerful we can be when we all come together, even with everything that's going on. You got all different type of faces and people out here that came together for this moment. It is incredible. It really is.
I'm kind of giddy and sort of in awe of all of this with Mother Nature.
Yeah, man. It is like I didn't know this was possible. Like, especially in our lifetime to be able to see something like this, like, it's crazy. It's incredible.
All right, great. Well, that cloud looks like it's still moving along, Lester, so it's dark. I mean, it is dark. Interestingly, I don't know how it shows up on the infrared, but look over there and you can kind of see off in the distance what is that sunset in various directions all the way along.
Yeah, Dylan was describing this this effect of watching a sunset, but it's literally 360 degrees around.
Okay, let's listen again. Here we go. Turn around. Everybody's excited as we look up. There's some cheering. Oh my God, there we go. We can see it through the cloud. Looks like it's going to break through. I don't know. There's a lot of hope here that we're going to see that cloud move before the moment of totality is gone. You know, they said the longest in the country would be right here at 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Oh, wait, here we go. It's now, there we go. I can see it with my naked eye. It really is that corona.
Love it.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
So, I gotta say, I'm a little breathless. This is a really giddy and awesome moment. Oh, wow. There we go. Okay, here we go. And now daytime is returning. Let's take a look back up there with the camera. The daytime is returning. And as you look at the there we go. Look at that. Put my goggles on. There we go. So, the moment of totality was to be 2 minutes and 38 seconds here. I think we glimpsed maybe about, I'll be confident, maybe we saw about 23 seconds of totality, but you know what? Nobody here seems disappointed, Lester.
I think you got the total experience, and I think we were all vicariously along for the ride there. What an amazing scene. By the way, that's a college stadium, high school stadium? What is it?
It's a college stadium. We're at Southern Illinois University, home of the Fighting Salukis. Woohoo! And they've come from all over. People have driven long distances to be here to experience this. In fact, we found some people in the stands that are foreign exchange students from Pakistan, from Afghanistan, from Spain, and then, of course, all the surrounding states. And I'll tell you what, I don't think anybody's disappointed. Disappointed you didn't get the 2 minutes and 34 seconds.
Yeah.
but
it's once in a lifetime achievement.
So no disappointment because of that cloud?
No, we just saw it.
Okay, great. Well, there you go. No disappointment here. It was something that you feel all the way through your body, and of course, watching it. Now we're watching it go the other way, Lester.
Well, thanks for taking us for the ride. Kerry Sanders and the folks there in Carbondale, Illinois, witnessing quite a sight. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back. No, we're not going to take a break. We're going to keep going here as we continue our coverage of the Great Eclipse making its way. It's going to be exiting the United States in about 20 minutes or so. Charleston will be the last American city to get a look at it, and that's where Al Roker is standing by. Al?
Hey, Lester, looking up right now, we've got a little thicker cloud cover at this point, so it's kind of obscured. When I looked at it literally about 30 seconds ago, we were about 2/3, I'd say almost 3/4 obscured, and now we are still waiting for these folks to try to come in. We've got all these folks just been kind of waiting. Any disappointment yet? Not yet? Still feeling okay? All right, they're still feeling good. So we've got a couple of folks here. Come on in. We're going to help. Introduce yourself, sir.
Douglas Terrier, Chief Technologist.
And
I'm Gordon Chin.
Nice to see you. So you guys are here. Are you at all disappointed with the cloud cover at this point?
Well, I think it's for we're not seeing as much as we'd like to see of the corona and so on, but with the glasses, we've been able to see quite a lot. So I think it's going to be still a spectacular show.
Even this is your business, but you still get excited about it?
Of course, why not? It just happens with all these people around, the energy, and once in a lifetime activity like this.
Let me take a look up here.
Oh, yeah.
Quickly. Yeah, we're kind of obscured at this point. What will we learn out of this? From all that's going on, what do you hope? What's the one takeaway you're hoping to come away with after this?
We're trying to learn more about the way the sun corona behaves, and so that's the atmosphere right around the sun. It's the region next to the sun that we can only see when it's obscured by the moon. And so this is that perfect opportunity with the almost 2-hour transit from coast to coast, with all the assets we have to see that dynamic behavior over a long period. And the important thing is, even though it looks obscured for us here through the clouds, all our instruments are above the clouds, and we're getting great pictures and learning what we need to learn.
Do you hope this is going to inspire the young generation, all these kids who are here, to really appreciate STEM and what's going on right now?
I think it's going to be awe-inspiring. I work on a satellite that's orbiting the moon right now called the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. It usually looks down at the surface of the moon, but during this eclipse, it's going to take a picture of its shadow on Earth. So at Totality, we should all wave to the moon. And so we got a picture taken.
Excellent. Well, Doctor, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Lester, let's head back to you.
All right, Al, thanks very much. I want to go to Steve Robinson right now. As we noted, he's got some shuttle flights under his wings there that he is taken. And I'm very curious, have you flown in space through the shadow of the moon, and would they be experiencing this in the space station? What's the view out there?
Lester, right now, the space station astronauts, there are 6 people on the space station right now. 3 Americans, 2 Russian cosmonauts, and an Italian astronaut. And these lucky 6 people have their eyes glued to the windows of the International Space Station right now, because they are just south of the Hudson's Bay in Canada. They're looking south towards Kentucky and Tennessee, and they can watch the shadow of the totality of the eclipse marching across the United States. Now, the International Space Station is going more than 10 times as fast as the shadow of the moon. So they're zooming by it and watching it from a distance, taking pictures and gathering memories for a lifetime, just like everybody else.
I can't wait to see the pictures they get from that particular view. It's moving very quickly. We often hear about the danger of solar flares that increase radiation here on Earth. When you're seeing this corona, would you have a better look at that if there was storm activity on the sun?
You would with telescopes. You would be very lucky to see that from the International Space Station, because the crossing of the orbits is very quick and very rare. But we have a number of space telescopes in space who try to look at that, but they aren't able to see very close to the sun in a way that the moon gives us by blocking out most of the sun and just getting us a look at the corona. That's what we really want to see.
Yeah, it is. Just the glimpses we've had have just been simply remarkable. If you were just joining us, we're moving our way across country. We're watching this total eclipse. It's by the time it leaves the East Coast, it will have gone through 14 states. But as we noted, this is a shared experience of everyone in the United States is getting some level of eclipse here, if not total. For example, here in New York, I think over 70% of coverage. And I may have lost a lot of my colleagues to the outside right now, hoping to get a glimpse of it when it reaches that point here in just a few minutes. This picture, Nashville, Tennessee, as we've noted, the entire city of Nashville lies within that path of totality. And we are watching now as I think looks like they're coming out of the, well, we lost the picture there. Okay, this sliver here, this is another view apparently of Nashville, Tennessee, and you see just a sliver of the sun right now. Dylan, explain to us why this is accelerating now as it gets closer to the shore.
Well, it's because the Earth is round. If you were to shine a flashlight on a flat piece of paper and just move it from northwest to southeast, you would see it occur the same duration of time for each city. But because the Earth is round, it goes slowest right in the middle of the country, and then it starts to speed up again as it wraps around. And then once it exits off of South Carolina, you can see it's crossing over nothing but ocean. So that's why we're really fortunate to get it right here. And once it exits, that's it. Maybe a few boats.
So if you're a ship at sea, you might see it at some point today, passing over.
Exactly. If you are right in that spot, but otherwise, you miss it.
Yeah, this is it's a science lesson. Is this the kind of thing you study when you're studying for meteorology?
This is the kind of stuff that fascinates me because, you know, if we take our scientific instruments here, a flashlight and this little ball, if you think about the orbit of the moon around the Earth, it moves north and south by about 5 degrees. So often the shadow of the moon is passing out into space or to the north or south pole. So you really have to be just in the right spot for that shadow to cross over the United States. And again, it's been almost 100 years since that's happened for us.
I don't know what's more exciting, watching the images from the sun and the moon or watching the faces and the reactions of the crowds in those places when it reaches totality. We are going to take a short break. We will continue our coverage. Charleston, South Carolina, certainly waiting now for its moment in the sun, or should we say out of the sun there. They're dodging the clouds there. We're going to continue to watch that situation here as they wait for the clouds to part there. That, as we said, will be the last U.S. city that will experience this eclipse. And there is the image right now. You can see the moon taking up, this is the view from Charleston. So they're getting this view, I think, below the clouds. I'm not sure where this camera is coming from here, but this is what it looks like there as the clouds continue to pass in Charleston, South Carolina right now. We are going to take a short break now and continue our coverage of the 2017 total eclipse here on NBC News. We'll be right back. We are back live now. This is the image of Sweetwater, Tennessee, virtually in a total eclipse there. I'm not sure the percentage right there. That may be a total eclipse as we continue our special coverage of the first coast-to-coast total eclipse to sweep our nation in nearly a century. As we've noted, it's been accelerating as it works its way from the northwest, where we initially got a glimpse of it, and makes its way toward Charleston, South Carolina, to exit the continental U.S. Let's get to NBC meteorologist Dylan Dreyer, who has a look now at some of the social media going wild over the images we've been watching.
Yes, and you knew that was going to happen. I want to quickly point out the GOES 16 satellite that has just been refreshed. Look at the shadow of the moon crossing over the continental United States. It's fascinating to see just how quickly it's racing, moving at about 1,500 miles per hour, traversing the entire United States in just 90 minutes. But let's take a look at what we have on social media because, of course, people will be posting pictures all day long. Even the pets are protected, totally ready, although I think they're smart enough to know not to look at the sun without the glasses. But just in case, he's got them on. Another picture here, taking a look at that science project where you can just project the picture of the eclipse through a pinhole onto what looks like a board there. So certainly seeing that really cool picture there, it'd be nice to just kind of draw that in and trace that out. We also have another picture coming of this girl here. Look at how cute that is. I mean, after all, we are looking at the sun, so it's best to protect your whole face from getting any sort of sunburn because that can happen. And we also have another picture of the eclipse happening. This is that partial eclipse that starts to happen as that moon first crosses between Earth and sun, and the crescent shape that we're seeing there has really just taken so many people's breath away. So we will continue to see all the pictures posted on Instagram and Twitter. I have a feeling there will be a lot of photos to come. Lester?
Yeah, some of those images remind me of the pictures from the 50s and 60s of people looking at 3D movies with the glasses looking up. But this is quite a sight to see, and one that people will talk about for a very, very long time. That's a picture from Georgia. Tell me the city in. Raven Gap, Georgia is where this image is coming to us from. And that image that Dylan showed us a moment ago from the satellite of showing showing us the shadow reminded us that this is a shared experience, even in places where there is no total eclipse. We are all feeling some effect of the sun being at least partially blotted out by the passing of the moon. Let's go back out to Charleston, South Carolina. We mentioned it'll be the exit point for the continental United States of this eclipse, but it's also a bit of a trouble spot because they've got clouds offering a hide-and-seek view of the sun. Al Roker is there. Al?
Well, actually, Lester, you know, we've got a break. We got some breaks in the clouds now, and this is about as bright as it's come this close. It's pretty impressive. Let's ask some folks. So what are you thinking now?
Oh, loving it.
Yeah?
Came all the way from Vermont for this.
You came from Vermont?
Yes, we did.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. What do you think?
Awesome, amazing. It is simply
Worth it.
Where'd you guys come from?
Florida.
Florida, you're from Florida. Okay, have you guys checked it out? What do you think?
I think it's awesome, very awesome.
Pretty. Now you've got a much better vantage point. You're a little closer to the sun right now. What's it look like?
It's really cool.
Really cool. Yeah, that's a general consensus. And guys, I got to tell you, it's cooler now. It's about 10 degrees cooler than it was just about 30 minutes ago. And it's starting to get a little darker now. The shadows are starting to sharpen up, which is kind of interesting. Let's bring in Dr. Chen one more time. So, Doctor, we're starting to get this kind of twilight now.
Yes, you know, in totality, if it was clear, you would see a pink horizon, like dawn and dusk.
Yeah, because right now we are literally 360 ringed by clouds, but just enough overhead.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. This is going to clear up. I think you brought us great luck. We're gonna get clear sky in a few minutes in totality. And boy, and then you could take your glasses off in totality, and hopefully we'll see the corona and all these things that we cannot see with our naked eye otherwise.
Now, tell me about Bailey's beads.
Well, what happens is that the sun will shine through the valleys and hills, so the moon's surface is not smooth. So as it goes in totality, these little valleys allows the sunlight to peer out, and you see a sparkle called Bailey's bead. There's another phenomenon called a diamond ring. So the last bit of sunlight that's going to go behind the moon will be like the diamond, and there's a little annulus of light that forms the ring. So it's a diamond ring.
We're looking at the Clemson, South Carolina right now.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's oh, you could see.
Yes,
fantastic.
We're only about, I would guess, 5 minutes from Totality here.
Yeah.
And why do our shadows? If we look right now, Aaron, if you could point down, why are our shadows sharpening up like this?
Because the sun is no longer this big disk, so it's getting like a spotlight, getting smaller and smaller. So you're going to see a sharp shadow because the source of light from the sun is getting smaller and smaller.
And as we leave, as the eclipse, as the shadow of the moon exits here, it's actually speeding up. Why is that?
I think it's due to the fact that we're going to be at the end of the eclipse length in the continental United States, and it's the deeper angle that's occurring.
And we're watching President Trump right now and First Lady Melania Trump. I think President Trump had his glasses in one hand. He absolutely will need them. He's standing in the shadows right now, but I guess he's waiting. So,
yeah, I think 2:42, Al, is the time that they reach the maximum in Washington, D.C. Is what I looked up. They're not going to get total. I think something in the 80% range of coverage.
It would be about 80%. There's the First Lady now looking up. Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross, I think. And Ivanka looking there.
Oh, that's great.
See, and this is what I think is interesting about this. No matter who you are, no matter how powerful you are, where you are, that this is bringing everybody together.
You can't watch a total eclipse by yourself. I know it's going to be a spiritual event if you do that, but it's with the community of people over here, all the energy of the people behind us. That's fantastic to share this event, once in a lifetime event with all these people.
And now look at this. We are almost got clear skies ahead. Oh my gosh.
This is going to be fantastic.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Oh.
Everybody really excited now. Okay, it was great before. What about now? Look, and it's almost an eerie. This is interesting because we're seeing some lightning flashes just past the Ravenel Bridge. And yet we've got clear skies almost on top of us.
You must have brought us tremendous good luck because it was entirely overcast for most of the morning. But now look at it. Totality is going to come out. It's going to come out from the edge of the cloud, and we may see the corona.
Wow. Have you ever seen this before, Doc?
I haven't seen. This is my first full eclipse. I've seen partial eclipses. People, eclipse occurs on the Earth every 18 months, and people actually chase eclipse. They will go on charter flights, ships to go. They go to far-off places. It's just a locale, and seeing an incredible event like this.
I think this may be the first time where we have lightning going off and a total eclipse at the same time.
Hey, we notice how dark things are becoming.
There's the president now, and the First Lady putting on their glasses. And you know what I think is great? The president has the same cardboard glasses as everybody else.
But these are NASA glasses.
And here you're looking at Columbia, South Carolina, so they're in total eclipse right now.
And they're going to get an eclipse which is longer than ours. We are the southern edge of the 70-mile maximum eclipse zone. So we're going to get an eclipse which is about 1 minute 33 seconds.
Wow.
They get about
they get about 30 seconds. They'll get 30 seconds more than we do.
Yes. And if you're at the center of this zone, you get about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So
hey, Al, I see you're about 4 minutes away.
A minute and a half is great.
Yes.
You're about 4 minutes away, and I can see it seems to be getting much darker.
It is. It's getting darker. It's this twilight. And as Dr. Chin said, you can't really see that 360 sunset feel because of the clouds. But as a consolation, we are on the deck of this USS Yorktown. We are starting to see what's going to be the total eclipse. I don't know, with that filtered cloudiness, Doctor, will we actually see the corona?
I don't know. You know, the corona is as bright as a full moon. You don't see it in ordinary daylight because the sun overpowers the corona. There's a chance. It doesn't matter. It depends on how thick this cloud cover is.
Yeah.
It's getting a little bit thicker.
Back up and we're just about there. We're only a few minutes, Lester, from this happening. And there you can see on the White House, the back of the White House, the southern portico. They're enjoying it. Yes, Doctor?
Yeah, I was just watching. Everybody watching this throughout this country. I mean, you can imagine that we have about close to maybe half of...
And look behind you, the lightning flash is going off. This is Mother Nature at the most incredible you could possibly ask for. Oh, you can hear the light, you can hear the thunder. That is amazing!
You've got lightning, thunder, and eclipse. I'm waiting for the locusts.
You're right, Lester. I don't know what's next after this, but we are very close to it being the full solar eclipse. This is just unbelievable. Everybody getting excited.
Here we go. There's a countdown soon.
What do you think?
It's awesome. It's amazing. It feels different. We came from Savannah, Georgia, and on this beautiful Navy ship, we're having a great time.
Do you feel a sense of community out here?
Oh, yeah, this is great.
This is really cool.
This is unbelievable.
There we go.
There it goes.
2:47 is the time that Charleston will be in total eclipse, but you can see the lights quickly dimming here.
It really is, Lester. It's this dark kind of twilight. We have filtered cloudiness right now. So we're waiting to see if we're actually going to see the corona with our glasses.
No, you got to take your glasses off to see the corona. Once totality occurs, you can look at this.
All right, almost, not quite.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that amazing?
You can see it without the glasses.
Without the glasses. Wow. Oh, we got people are starting to boo for this layer of cloudiness. I think this low mid-level is going to move through fairly quickly, and we will get to see it. But look at how dark it's getting.
Oh.
This is amazing. Especially off to the... Whoa, look at the lightning. There it is. We're about to clear this area of clouds.
Look at that.
Everybody getting excited now.
That's it.
Okay, we are in totality, Lester. Everybody excited. And you can actually see a little bit of that sun.
Yeah.
Aaron. There it is. There's the corona.
Look at the lights on in Charleston.
There it is. There's the corona. How do you feel right now, Doug?
This is incredible, isn't it?
It's amazing. A corona, lightning flashes.
And look at all these people.
And all these people. How great is this? You're going to tell your kids about this.
Take off your glasses. Take off your glasses. Take off the glasses.
That is unbelievable. Doctor, as a profession, forget about your profession. How do you feel as a human?
You know, you could think about these things theoretically.
Are we seeing Bailey's beads there around there?
Yeah, those are Bailey's beads. Maybe prominences, from the sun. But, you could know about this theoretically, but when you see it, eyewitness, it's just fantastic, right? And to have the energy of all these people that you have around us.
And we're seeing this is happening just in time because we really do have lightning flashes all around us. They limited the number of people here on the deck of the USS Yorktown, Lester, because if there is severe weather, they have to evacuate. And this is, we're about, as you know, on an aircraft carrier, we're about 5-6 stories up.
Look at that.
But look at how beautiful that is. The colors we're seeing.
That's great.
And now we're starting to see the other side.
Yeah, that's the diamond ring I'm talking about.
That's the diamond ring?
Yes. That's the diamond ring you're talking about.
And now suddenly the sky's starting to light.
Yes.
So glasses back on, folks. Glasses back on. Oh my God. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say, Todd?
11 or 12?
11 or 12, I think so. That, and look at how much lighter the sky is, Aaron, over this way.
Yeah.
How much lighter the sky is getting all of a sudden. This is really, look at these kids. Stephanie Rule from MSNBC and NBC News is here. She is as giddy as a kid right now.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I cannot believe I got to experience this.
Your kids are, your son is here. This is really special. Look at this. And all of a sudden the light is coming back. How about that? Oh my golly. This is really unbelievable. My colleague Tom Costello, who's on MSNBC right now.
I'm done.
How amazing was this?
Well, I tell you, it was spectacular because not only to see it with the cloud cover, right, and the break, I think we had some divine intervention or something.
Did.
But then in
The
addition,
lightning.
oh my, I mean, on any other day with that kind of a lightning storm, they would have cleared the deck of this aircraft carrier because that was serious. To get both shows at once was amazing.
We were here for this. We were all here for this. This is how do you feel? You were here. Thank you. You have seen history. We saw history.
Al Roker leading the cheers there in Charleston after they are the first folks in the continental United States to, the last folks to witness this incredible moment, this solar eclipse that, as I said, is moving like a freight train across the country. But the Totality elites will soon be exiting the American shores and head out over the Atlantic. But you can still see just a sliver now of the sun as it comes back. And briefly again, Dr. John Torres, Al, rightfully, the moment they saw the glow begin to appear, glasses back on.
Glasses back on. He did the appropriate thing because during Totality, you can look at it because you're not getting the ultraviolet infrared rays coming out. But once it starts peeking out again, you need to get those glasses back on. And the warning to people, if for some reason you didn't use glasses or if you start to notice any vision problems over the next couple of days, up to a month from now, get them checked out because it could be damage that you didn't even know you had because there's no pain back
Good
there.
to know. And another time we'll talk about the danger of standing out in an open aircraft carrier during a lightning storm. But that's another broadcast. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more of our special coverage of this historic event, the Great American Eclipse, after this. We are back now with our special live coverage of the event of the summer, the first coast-to-coast total solar eclipse to sweep across the country in nearly a century. Hopefully, wherever you are today, you've been able to experience this on some level. Not every place, of course, saw the total eclipse, but every part of the United States certainly touched by this experience. I want to work our way back to the other side of the country here as people have described this as a spiritual experience they've gone through. Our own Kate Snow is actually on vacation in Oregon with her entire family, a vacation that was planned around this eclipse, and she's going to take a few minutes out of her vacation to share the moment. What was it like, Kate? How did everybody enjoy it?
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Lester, it was unbelievable, unreal. I've never seen anything, obviously, never seen anything like it, never felt anything like it before. And I think it was really special to be with my entire family. This is my dad, Dean. It was his idea 3 years ago because the first one you saw was in the 50s when you were, what, 13 years old?
13 years old.
And so why did you want us all to come out?
Because it was a mind-altering experience for me way back then. I'll never forget it, and I wanted the whole family to experience this.
So we have my parents here, my brother, my sister, my nephews, my nieces, my 2 kids are here. Gabe, I'm gonna ask you for your feelings, like when it actually happened and we looked up and we could see the totality. What'd you think?
I thought it was one of the most craziest things I've ever seen before. It was light, and then 10 seconds later it was like the evening, and
yeah.
I will never forget this experience that I've had here.
And it was cold too.
Yeah,
it got chilly. I think it's hard to describe in words, Lester, what it actually feels like to see it in person. I've seen it in pictures, I've seen it on TV, but to be here in person was something else. And to be with our whole family. I'm not going to make my mom cry, but it was something to be here with everybody. And we've already pledged, right, guys, that we're going to do it again in 7 years. We're going to travel somewhere, and we're all going to be together again.
Well, you may have an expanded family by then. The rest of us may want to join because it looks like you guys are having a ball.
That's right.
Kate, thanks very much. We owe you an extra day vacation. Take it. Tell them I said it's okay. We want to go to Casper now. That's where Gotti Schwartz is. It's one of the other places we stopped along the way as we watched the sun and moon make this journey together.
Yeah, that's right, Lester. And just listening to Kate and then listening to the path of totality and totality happening in other places. We've been listening to it in our ear. I think our whole crew here feels the same way. When you hear those cheers erupting, you know exactly what they're going through. But here on the other end of it, where we've gone just past the point where it looks like this eclipse is over, you're left with almost like a sense of not emptiness, but you want to see it again. You just heard Kate talking about it. I have the same weird feeling knowing that this is not something that happens very often, knowing that the chances of this happening here in our solar system are pretty astronomical, and knowing that there's another one coming in 2024, it's something that you can't really put into words, and so you just have to chase these eclipses, and I'm hoping for another one in my lifetime.
All right, well, exciting. You know, the excitement has been infectious from all our correspondents in the field. Gotti, thanks very much. Remember, the last time we saw a total eclipse in the U.S. was back in 1979, but we won't have to wait nearly that long for the next one, which will happen in 2024, so start making your plans now. And before we leave you, a programming note, be sure to join us for our live primetime coverage of President Trump's address to the nation, speaking about Afghanistan and his plan going forward. The speech begins at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, so we hope you'll join us for that. And we thank you for joining us for this historic day. For our entire NBC News team, I'm Lester Holt. I'll see you tonight on NBC Nightly News. Until then, goodbye from New York.